if I was another club, you feel like 20 million for Pepe is worth a punt. It is, but he's gonna have to cut up some of them wages, but he's on big boy wages, really, you know. So there's a lot to consider. Right now, that man's on holiday, innit, with his family. So we'll have to see. Would you take Luis Suarez for free on a free for the season? Nope. Great player, but yeah, man, we're not gonna get the Luis Suarez that we think. We probably should have got Luis Suarez when, you know, when we spent 40 million and a pound. So it is what it is. Trying to see if I had anything else. What is it called? Crazy. So yeah, it is what it is. Don't seem like there's anything there. Really tired of how Arsenal continue to function when it comes to transfer windows. I think we all are. Man said DG's work ethic is Kante, like during that Leicester City winning title campaign. I appreciate that. I really don't feel Rafinha is worth 60 mil. We can get better players at a better price. We don't want another Pepe overpriced signing, warming the bench, being that we haven't given him more game time. I hear that. I have to agree with you, DJ. I wouldn't get my hopes up about any of these players until I see them at the club getting their medicals and holding up the shirt. If you don't get top four, can you blame Saka if he wants to move to Liverpool City? I can't blame any player for wanting to be at more, to show more ambition in their life and things. Apparently, the doc comes out 3rd of August. Fair enough. DJ, I think the initial bid was... Oh, sorry, I've already seen that. Someone asked, how am I? I'm good, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate you for asking, my dude. Why is Pepe completely written off? There's a good player there. I mean, nobody thinks Pepe is a bad player. It's just where Arsenal are concerned, you can't... It's time to cut the plug now, really and truly. Like, clearly there's ability in Pepe, whether it's Arteta's fault, whether it's Pepe's fault. I don't know. I don't really care. I just want to move on with players that can help us. And for me, I'm tired of talking about these dramas off the field or these elephants in the room. You know, Pepe deserves to be somewhere where he can show this ability. If Arsenal fans deserve this not to be a thing, I hope Pepe, you know, Pepe's got ability. I hope he can rejuvenate himself here or elsewhere. But again, it seems that's all Disneyland stuff. So it seems like we need to do what we're doing. 80 million you can have, otherwise look elsewhere. I mean, whether it's Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, Barcelona, you in your heart as a Leeds fan, you know you're not getting 80 million for Rafinha. You probably get your 60 if that. You know in your heart you're not getting him. Panic at the Emirates, Rafinha to Spurs. I mean, it shouldn't be panic. Just move on to the other targets. I think the lack of playing time for Pepe is the reason no one is looking at him. Yeah, he's rubbed out. You know, academy dons are keep you at the team. There was a point Tavares is coming off the bench left wing before you. If Arteta trusts Tavares ahead of you, then boy, rightly or wrongly, where does that leave you? I don't know. Of course, Deco's trying to do everything he can to get him to Barca. So that was the first option for Rafinha. Really, man said 80 million for Rafinha. You know, great player, but you know you're smoking Stardog, and the shit is a Stardog. Not that I know what that is as well. That's just a fan ego talking. I hear it though, man. You know they'll get away with that, man. What else have we got? Saliba signing of the season, no cap. We already got him, but I hear that. Like a new signing, word to Arsene Wenger. I hear that. Martinez not bad backup, especially if something happens to Kieran Tierney. Trust. I'd be so gassed with Jesus and Rafinha, but I still haven't been convinced by the top man at Arsenal with this window. I swear Fulham does the most stupid deals. They can come get Pepe. Why not, man? Or offer Leeds Pepe on loan or something, man. You know, Alioski's gone, so why not? Arsenal's ownership doesn't have any ambition when it comes to Arsenal as a football team, so they should sell the club. Gabriel has this deal done, verbal agreement reached between City and us. I don't like verbal agreements. I like things signed on the dotted line, because verbal agreement means you can break a clause. You know, we live in a day and age where we saw Emmanuel Petit get about to sign for Spurs, and he got in a cab to go and sign elsewhere. You know, we've seen Willian do a medical at Spurs and keep it moving. So nothing's done until it's done. I lie, but someone needs to be trying to move for Thingy. Someone needs to be trying to move for Awesome, and if possible, there's ramifications for what's going on at Lille. Sadio Mane's completed his move to Bayern Munich. It looks weird seeing him holding a Bayern shirt. Crazy. Don't seem like there's anything else really in relation to our transfer news. So Make of that what you will. Henrik Mkhitaryan's joining Inter Milan, if that makes sense. Hope you're blessed, my dude. Come on. Do you think we will play with Saliba, Gabriel, and Ben White in the 11? At times, but I don't think we will. I don't think it's by force. Someone's got to miss out. You saw me on the Victoria line. Oh, why did you say well gone? What day was this? When was I on Victoria line? Can't even get on the train no more. You know the way there. But when was I on Victoria line? Don't know, man. Don't know. I can't remember. What day was I on the Victoria line? Oh shit. Hey man. Is what it's shout to you though, man. Should have said well gone. Who's that though? Play it. Eddie winning that for sure. I hear that. Disagree. I think recently the club's owners have realized the mistakes. I mean, I'm not a fan of the owners, but I can't blame them for not being in the top four last season or for this season coming because the money was spent, things were sanctioned. Rafinha, Jesus, Martinelli, Smith Rowe, and Nketiah, Saka. That's some depth, assuming it will happen. We need a Deco versus Edu boxing match for Rafinha. No violence, my guy. No violence. If Rafinha is going to go to Spurs, then his career will be put to sleep. My man's going to have to say bye to trophies. Wait, Kai Jarupkin era was horrible. Glad we're past it. I don't know if we're past it. Yeah, you know, like let's see what else we're doing. But nonetheless, it is what it is, man. I just want to see, is it too much? I really want a midfield. I can't lie. Since the gap is this thing, and right now, Rafinha, of course, these are going to take your attention. But for me personally, what will make me the happiest is that we just sign a midfield. I need to see the midfield addressed properly. I need to be able to believe in the midfield consistently. Because the midfield battle, we're not going to see any of these attacking options go to the next level. We'll actually defend better as a team until the midfield is addressed properly. Really. I feel if Wenger was still at the club, we would have signed Jesus and Telemans already. I don't know, man. If we sign Rafinha and all those other targets flying around, Arteta defo went to America in Jan to steal Stan Kroenke's credit card. Hopefully. And them guys are too rich to even probably realize fraud is being done on their account. Off topic, people, sorry for making bare noise, but I'm very appreciative of 306 likes. Big up you lot. And to the 200 odd of you that haven't hit the like button, shame on you. And shout out to Twitch gang as well. Appreciate you guys. DJ, my man, this is a question I've tried to get through to. If Eddie does as well as Theo, would you be happy with that? Well, yeah, you know, assuming that the other players, the bigger dogs in the team do their thing, then why not? You know, I think Eddie, not that Theo was anything to write home about, but I do think people sleep on Theo Walcott's career a bit, you know. If you do well to have a career like Theo Walcott's, don't get twisted. You want to have a bit more ambition than that, you know. I think one thing is he's already done better than Theo. He bloody knows he's a striker, you know. Do you know how much Theo Walcott used to piss me off, pardon my language? You know, every couple of moments, I'm a winger, I'm a striker, I'm a winger, I'm a striker. Took the number 14. Like I was listening to Talk Shite the other day. He was talking so much bullshit, pardon my language. He was like, oh, I didn't know. Bearing in mind, he joined us when we was at Highbury and Henri was days. Like, I didn't know the history around Arsenal's number 14. Henri gave it to me. I was thinking, you are capping, you know damn well. You knew damn well. Imagine Arsenal signing players we need rather than just wingers and attacking midfielders. How many goals do you feel Eddie is going to get in the Prem next season, and how many should he aim for? Well, if you're a second choice rotation option, I hope that you get 10 goals minimum. Of course, I want a bit more than that. Right now, we need to shift our focus to get Jesus deal done, and then put in another shift to get Rafinha deal done. We play Partey as a one-man midfield and wonder why he breaks down with injury. We need someone alongside him. We should sign all those players we are linked to. We should aim for a cup and top 4 next season. Where is he? We have to see what's going on there, man. We have to see what's going on there. Dembele is one step away from dropping his pants and accepting the offer he has had since December, and which he has systematically ignored/rejected. On Monday, I called Xavi asking him, what? Big up Rochelle. Facts, I would love to see shiny targets, but until I see a solid central midfielder come in, I feel uneasy. Trust. And I'd actually say a couple, because Partey's amazing. When Partey gets injured, Partey's irrelevant. You know, Tierney, Partey, Tomiyasu, these lot get injured, we're in trouble. You know, something happens to Ramsdale next season. I don't know how good or bad Matt Turner is, but we might be in trouble. Team's only as strong as your weakest man. DG, everyone was saying how much money Newcastle would spend this summer, but I haven't heard anything about them signing anyone yet. It's early in the transfer window, and they've officially have they not signed Target permanently, if anything? I mean, yeah, the cup games. Eddie needs to bag. So you're right, 20 goals and assists. I mean, the Europa League, FA Cup, League Cup, just do what he's been doing since he's been in the first team. I've got complete confidence in that. But in the league, I need 10 plus. 10 is the absolute minimum. I hope you aspire for 15. Whoever comes in and is the first choice striker at this football club, I always say 20 league goals. You'll always say I'm being harsh, so I'll say 15 to 20 league goals. And the Martinellis, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Sakas, Rafinha, if he did side, you lot need to be aiming for minimum 10 goals, 10 assists. Some of you are going to make it, some of you are not. Some are going to have more goals, some are going to have more assists, but that should be the aim, really, for everybody, really. I don't even think Tierney needs competition. I think everybody does, but I just think we need someone so that if Tierney isn't there, there's no drop off in quality, because obviously we lose better defenders, but you kill the little fluidity we have. Tomiyasu's gone. We lose that guy who drops into midfield. Tierney, we lose what he gives us going forward. And that obviously affects the relationships of the wingers these guys are playing with. Ultimately, that makes it, as stupid as it sounds, it makes it harder for us to bloody score goals, really. You know, football isn't rocket science. You know, football's only complicated by idiots. It's about relationships on the football field, really. The more you play together, the more you understand what your teammates do, the more likely you're going to score goals. And on top of that, we need to be street smart. Eddie will get maximum 15 goals and assists in all comps. By the way, I hope we get rid of Bellerin. I think a lot of us do. I have an inside feeling we wouldn't sign Rafinha. I hope Lokonga can do a thing, man. I think we'll get Gab Jesus deal done by the end of the week. Just hope Cock and Ball FC don't do the bandit. I hear that. I ain't getting gassed about anything when it comes to Arsenal, just like I was saying about top four last season. Say we sign Rafinha and Jesus, what's your front three? I mean, I want to see the Brazilian thing of Martinelli, Richarlison, and Gab Jesus, but I mean, Saka, Richarlison, Gab Jesus would be it for me. Equally, there's games when I want to see just the playmakers, just fit Fabio Vieira in there somewhere, Odegaard and Smith Rowe, just fit them all in the team, innit, really. I want to see combinations of direct play. I want to see third man runners. I want to see Fabio Vieira, Martin Odegaard, Saka on that right hand side. I want to see overlapping fullbacks. But again, a lot of it, once again, and I say this every day now, it comes down to coaching. You can sign these tools, but you need to know how you're using them. If I'm honest with you.